Hey, welcome back to week 2. I'm giving myself 12 weeks to build fitness through consistency, and then at the end of that 12 weeks I'm rerunning an 11.5 mile trail run and seeing what the results are. Yeah, so today's run, 6k easy again, same as last Monday, just nice and steady, and it's the day after London Marathon. So yeah, big shout out to everyone who took part in that. Some amazing stories coming out of that and some massive achievements. So well done everyone. Yeah, so this week's just about reining it in a little bit. Got a bit carried away mileage-wise last week, doing 6k more than was planned. And obviously if that goes on, it's going to turn into fatigue. So yeah, nothing too strict, just keeping it nice and simple. Okay, so that's the first run done, 6k, no more, no less. Managed to keep the heart rate below 130, so yeah, successful start to the week. Yeah, and we go on from here. Right, so it's Tuesday, so that's run 2 of the week. So that means it's the controlled session today. Slight variation on last week. We're adding a minute to each rep. So this week it is 4 times 5 minutes with 90 seconds recovery, about 450 to 5 minutes per kilometre. That's first rep done. As always, off a bit quick there. This tree cover does mess with the GPS on my watch. But yeah, I'm sure as I get further into the training, it'll just be able to do it on feel. But yeah, just recovering in between the first couple reps, and then let's see if we can steady the ship a bit more. Yeah, halfway into rep 3 now. Yeah, sort of feeling pretty locked in now. Yeah, feeling comfortable. Yeah, so 2 more reps to go after this one. Yeah, felt good there. So I felt like I got a good workout, but not pushing it too far, which is exactly how it's meant to be. So yeah, really happy with today's session. Just a short jog home to cool down now. Okay, it's Thursday, so that means another 6k easy today. Beautiful sunshine as you can see, so nice and steady. It's quite a warm one today. So yeah, just take that into mind and just slow it down a little bit more. Yeah, so it's only week 2, but already I'm feeling quite settled in the structure. Those 4 days are non-negotiable. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I've got my set sessions. And yeah, I'm just doing it on feel. So if for any reason I sort of feel like I've overdone it the previous week, I can tone it back. But the most important thing is that consistency and getting out on those 4 days. Yeah, as much as I love this time of year, I am a hay fever sufferer. So this morning I woke up feeling pretty groggy. And after a busy day at work, yeah, the drive home I felt a bit tired. It would have been quite easy to sort of frame it as a need for rest and just say, oh, I'll see how I feel tomorrow. Yeah, as part of the consistency of this plan, it's set days. Like I said, it's non-negotiable. And yeah, it's just forming that habit. And from there, yeah, we just build. Yeah, so throughout this plan, I'm not really sort of measuring myself. I'm just sort of going on how it feels. Yeah, I'm trying not to get caught up in all the sort of Strava ego. Already since I've started doing this, I've noticed that my predictive times have dropped a little bit. And it would be quite easy to just go, oh, this isn't working. But I'm trusting in the process. I kind of see it as sort of building that base is just making my fuel tank bigger. So the more I can build that, the further and longer I can go at sort of the same heart rate. So yeah, I think that's an important lesson, to not let your ego get in the way of progress. Okay, so that's the 6k done. Feeling a lot better now. Feel like sort of that energy sapness from the hay fever has sort of gone away a little bit. I'm sure these sunnies are keeping the pollen out of my eyes as well as the sun. Yeah, so all in all, a good session. Feeling a lot better now and looking forward to the weekend. Okay, so it's Saturday, long run day today. So just trying to learn the lessons of last week and not get carried away and stick to the plan. So today is 12k, so let's get it done. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a strange one this week. My energy levels have been up and down. I think that's mainly been due to the hay fever. It's really sort of zapped my energy. But then when I've been out on the runs, it has seemed to have cleared up a little bit, which is odd. But yeah, overall really happy with the way I've stuck to the plan. Yeah, really feeling it today. Just getting quite tired quite early on. Not in the muscles, but it just seems like a bit of a struggle today. Not going overly fast. So yeah, just guessing there's still a bit of the hay fever in there, and that's slowing me down a bit and making it a bit more difficult. It is an easy run, so I'm taking the opportunity just to sort of regather myself, walking along. Try and bring the heart rate down a bit, so I don't want it creeping into a sort of those higher zones. So yeah, let's regather and go again. Yes, there we are, 12k done for the week. That's the long run out of the way. Bit of a struggle in the middle. Yeah, so how's this week gone? I think the main aim was always to just try and sort of get back on track, stick to the plan, not overdo it. I think in the most part I've done that. Obviously life's thrown in a few curveballs this week with the hay fever. It's affected my energy levels. But as I was saying, if you make those days non-negotiable, it's not about the distance we're trying to get, it's just about building that habit of going out on set days. I think that's a good mental shift and helps sort of build that consistency. yeah, so I think I will leave it there for the week. Thank you for following again. Take care.